So what is up, glorious and magical people from YouTube? We're going to do something different. I had an idea about a song to make. I really don't know what this video is going to be about. Ha! There you go. It's hard enough to write an original tune and make it sound like it's radio ready, let alone try to film the process of it. So this is an experiment. Now, the original inspiration for this song came from a Prodigy song that I was listening to. Keith Flint unfortunately passed away last week, and that's tragic. Tragic.
I'm a fire starter, twisted fire starter.
I was listening to a Prodigy song. I just thought of this shot right here. Here's the Prodigy. It's a tambourine in this one, though, but I pictured a hi-hat. So there you have it. That's about as much as I want to actually grasp from that song. But it was the inspiration. By the end of this video, my goal is to have a complete, like, 4 or 5 minute song. So let's get started. All right, so I know that I want this in the beginning. And I know I want to do some sort of pads that are similar to the Prodigy song, but that's all I really want to pull from that song. I came up with an idea for a drum beat, but I actually can't play the drum beat yet, so I'm going to have to practice it. It goes something like this. But I think I'm hitting the open on the wrong one, and I want to hit it on the offbeat. And I guess the only way I'm really going to get that is if I practice it slow, 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 and it becomes a part of my being. And then probably next week I'll just be like, I won't even have to think about it. So I'm going to have to get that up to speed. But I also want to put in like a jazz thing, because I think a jazz will be different. Something like this, like so that should be pretty cool. So I'm just gonna really have to practice this stuff. It might take me a day or two, and practice slow. And actually, I'm thinking about this, if this doesn't fit this, to do it halftime actually might be cool. Like, with some kind of cool, like, synth line on top of it. So this next part is either going to be cool as shit or boring as fuck. There's no other way around it. I have to do these screenshots in order to tell the story of the creative process. So let's get to it. All right, I'm going to try to zip through this because we got a lot of ground to cover if we want to do a whole song. So I laid down the hi-hat line right here. And what I did is I added some compression with this 1176 UAD plugin. I have a card in my computer, and I use all UAD plugins for my compression and my delays and some other things. I highly, highly, highly recommend it. The emulations are unreal. And I also added some high end here. And this is a Pultec plugin, again with the UAD. Here's with it off and on. Now I also inserted a low-pass filter, so you get some interesting electronic-ish type of filtering. And I also did a volume automation on it. So let's take a listen to that. This is the filter down here. And this is the volume. All right, and I gradually opened up the hi-hat and the filter. Now, let's move on to find a pad sound and some chord progressions. All right, I found a cool pad here using the Nexus 2, and it's in A minor. It's like A minor to F. And I chose that because it's right in my vocal range. I used to make songs and try to fit my voice into the song rather than fitting the song to my voice. And I learned that after years of doing it the wrong way. So the reason why it's A minor is it fits my voice pretty well. Yeah, da 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 da. So I added a filter on that too. In electronic music, you kind of filter everything. So let's listen to that from the beginning, and might as well listen to the hi-hats too. There's a volume up here, as well as a filter swell. This is the filter. Sounds pretty good. Let's see if we can make it even sound better. All right, so I heard this in my head, this piano part, really, really simple. To go over these chords here. And of course, we filter that as well too. So let's hear that with the filter. And one more Nexus here. This is doing the same thing as the piano's doing. But it is a gated pad. So let's listen to it all together from the top. Adding the hi-hats. So it doesn't look like we're going to be able to get the whole song documented in one video. We're going to probably have to split it up between maybe 3 or 4 different videos. But I don't want to rush things. I want to make sure that we document the whole creative process. All right, so look out for the next one, and see you then.